What is the gain? What is the difference? And luckily, I have my own dyno. I get to see it all the time. Welcome back to EBT Performance Pakenham, the home of Squid Speed Shop. Today I've got something that I've been desperately trying to get my hands on. That is one of the S&S HTP496s. We're finally going to do it. We're finally going to see how much power this thing makes on my dyno. But how this came about is a little bit different. This bike right here currently has a Screaming Eagle Stage 2 in it, and it's got the Vance & Hines big radius. And the customer called me up to find out about what it'd be like to get a big bore kit in this, just to, make it go a little bit better. But the thing is, when you've got big radius on your bike, the more motor you throw at it, the worse it gets. And so, for the same money as going to the big bore kit, we just thought, you know what? We're gonna put a set of Freedom 2x2s on it, have it look the same, but perform a hell of a lot better. And while we're in there, we'll change out the cam and get this thing ripping. So I'm super excited to show this to you. The other little difference that we got going on is I've changed the recording setup. We're on the Insta360 today. I've got the Insta360 mic, so let me know in the comments. Does it look better? Does it sound better? Man, I'm working really, really hard to try and give you guys the best output that I can with my very limited media skills. So let's see how we go. I'm going to crack in by tearing it down. And as usual, I'll show you all of the goodies that are going in it. I've already mentioned the exhaust. We're going to be putting the Freedom 2x2 on it. We're also going to change out the air filter for the Screaming Eagle Ventilator Extreme. And we're going to put a premium 55mm manifold in it from S&S. That's the CNC ported guy. It's the one I rave about all the time. It's really good bang for buck, and it saves me having to hand port all of the cast ones. I've already completed the baseline runs on the dyno, just so that we can see how much power we've gained from these couple of changes, because that's what it's all about. It's about knowing what the differences are, so then you guys can make an informed decision as to what parts you want in your bike, because they all have their place, except for the Vance & Hines big radius. In the bin with them. Let's get after it, guys. All right, guys, I'm interrupting this week's episode. It's an ad. I've got to promote myself, don't I? But we'll get back to it in a minute. Come on down. Get yourself some merch. It's available in store. If you're overseas, shoot me an email at info@ebtpakenham.com.au. We'll be able to sort something out. I've got both of the t-shirts back in stock. The beanies, the crew necks are on their way. And there's a couple other secret things in the pipeline, going to be ready for summer. You're not going to want to miss them. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Share it with your buddies. It only takes you a second and it helps me out tremendously. I really appreciate all you guys watching. So let's get back to cranking out another high horsepower build. Let's get to it. So new day here at the shop. I'm up to installing the 55mm premium manifold. The lifters have bled overnight. In the time-lapse footage, you would have seen we checked the run out. It was running about 6 thou. Perfect. We replaced the inner cam bearing, new lifter cuffs. So this thing is raring to go for the new S&S HTP496. And this will just be a prime example for you guys that are rocking the Vance & Hines. A big bore kit isn't the way. It's better to spend that money on a better exhaust and start making the proper power. So let's get this manifold out, eh? Now we're ready to put the whole thing back together and get it on the dyno. We'll see how the time lapse comes out. I'm not a huge fan of how the time lapse setup on the Insta360 is. So just have to make do for this video. See if it looks as good. I much prefer how the phone was sort of smart editing it as it goes. So let me know in the comments how the time lapse looks. Is it better or is it worse? We'll have to play around with that a little bit. We'll see how we go. A handy tip for these Freedom 2-2s. If you're going to install them yourself and then take them to your tuner, for the love of God, chase the threads for the O2 sensor. There's normally some debris in there and it tears up your stock O2 sensors because you've done them up too tight. So just make sure to give the threads a bit of a clean out first. And what that does is it saves your tuner from being grumpy at you. You don't want your tuner grumpy at you. Nobody does. So I've got this beautiful fat boy set up on the dyno, ready to go. I don't know how the time lapse worked out with the new setup. So I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'll try and time lapse the dyno for you. See if it works out or not. If it looks good, I'll leave it in. If it didn't look good, it won't be in there, so don't worry about it. But I hope you enjoy it nonetheless. Let's see how much power this HTP496 makes with the Freedom 2-2, the Ventilator Extreme, and the S&S 55mm CNC Premium Manifold. Let's get to it. I'll start tuning it. Probably going to be a long session getting the timing right for this cam. Let's have some fun, eh? Alrighty guys, I'm not sure when the time lapse stopped, but I'm now finished my 6 lot of runs. I've made all my adjustments. I'm pretty happy with where it's at. So now let's do our final power run. Let's see what it goes like. We'll see what the sound quality is like on the Insta360 when I send this thing to the moon. I apologize for any inconsistencies with this video. You know, I'm trying to learn this new camera. Just trying to make it better for you. So hopefully it all works out in the wash. Let's see how much power this bike makes, eh? Wow guys, what a result. This S&S HTP496 is amazing. It comes on so strong in the mid and rips all the way to redline. This thing is crazy. Let's see how much power it made. So we're at 129 maximum horsepower. We're reaching that at 5.8. And then 130 foot-pounds, so it's a really square cam. We start out at 120 foot-pound, which is great early on, and then we sail up, just building power the entire time. This is going to feel super fast because at no point is the cam really dying off. It's just ramping up constantly. And so this thing is going to absolutely fly. This may be my new favorite cam for the Gen 1s. So the result of this thing is insane. I could not be happier this late in the program that S&S have come out with a new cam that absolutely rips. But the important question is, with this new Stage 2 setup, how much did we gain over the previous Stage 2 package that was in this bike? So, to recap, this bike came in with the Screaming Eagle 447 Stage 2 package with the Vance & Hines big radius, and it didn't do great. Here is the baseline in blue, 96 horsepower and 113 foot-pound of torque, and you can see with the cam upgrade and the exhaust change, have a look at that. As a huge gain absolutely everywhere. And now that it's been dyno tuned by me, we no longer get into a rev cut right here. That's what it's about for me, guys. What is the gain? What is the difference? And luckily, I have my own dyno. I get to see it all the time. That is what I care about. Did this component make a difference? And I tell you what, this new cam absolutely does. It rips. But the question is this my new favorite cam? Ooh. It could be. It's tough. It's tough. It's hard to pick a favourite, but this thing rips. So now I'm going to go take it for a test ride. But now you've seen the results, so you can decide for yourself. Is the S&S HTP496 the one for you? I need to make it clear that we didn't replace the rocker arms to achieve the 496 lift. For me, it's not worth it. You don't gain enough horsepower out of changing the rocker arms for the cost. So this cam works out to be another one of the 485s. I understand why they didn't call it the 485. There are a ton of cams already out there using that name, and they wanted to separate themselves from it. But still a cool concept. If you add the rocker arms, you get a little more lift and the thing gets a little more rowdier. But that's all for me. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I want to know in the comment section what you thought of this video filmed on the Insta360. Make sure to come in, buy some of the merch. I'm super happy with it. And I've got some more things coming for summer. Check out the social media. It's in the description. Check it out. But until next week, hooroo.